Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Friday, March 8. Government has introduced a $14 billion stimulus tax package aimed at increasing business and economic activities. The package includes 6 tax relief measures, as was outlined by Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark. He was making his first budget presentation in the House of Representatives on Thursday.
After almost 20 years of consistent tax increases and no new taxes last year, it is now time to give back. It is a right thing to do.
The measures take effect on April 1. They include an increase in the annual general consumption tax GCT threshold to $10 million, up from $3 million.
This, Mr. Speaker, will mean that approximately 3,500 small businesses that currently file GCT will no longer be required to do so.
Also put forward was the abolition of all ad valorem stamp duty to be replaced by a flat rate of $5,000 per document. For prospective property owners, the transfer tax on financial instruments has been reduced to 2%, down from the current 5%. The transfer tax threshold applicable to the estate of deceased persons will increase to $10 million from $100,000.
This will allow for greater mobility of assets, which is consistent with our drive for economic growth.
He announced that government was also abolishing the asset tax payable by non-financial institutions and the minimum business tax payable by all registered companies. Both take effect this year. Also coming out of yesterday's budget speech was news that the Students' Loan Bureau, SLB, will be implementing policy changes and reduced rates to borrowers effective April 1. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark says the reforms include a 2% reduction in interest rates charged to eligible borrowers who are in good standing with the Bureau. This means postgraduate loans will drop from 9.5% to 7.5%, while the pay-as-you-go loan will now attract a 4% interest charge, down from 6%. In relation to new loans, payments will be made to the most outstanding balance first. Also coming on stream is a 10% cut on the loan balance of individuals who are employed full-time to charitable organizations. In addition to all this, government will be providing $3 billion in grant support to the SLB. The finance minister says these measures are to ensure affordable and accessible loans, as well as a sustainable revolving loan fund.
The government is focused on increasing accessibility of tertiary education, as this is a promising means by which economic opportunity can be expanded.
The country has been named Destination of the Year by the Pacific Area Travel Writers Association, PATWA. The International Travel Award was presented by PATWA yesterday during the International Tourism Bourse ITB in Germany. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says Jamaica was truly honored to receive such a prestigious award from the internationally recognized organization. PATWA is a professional body of travel writers founded in 1998. It recognizes individuals and organizations that have excelled in the promotion of tourism. ITB Berlin organizers last night hosted a Jamaica Night event highlighting the country's attractions, food, and culture. ITB Berlin is the largest tourism trade show in the world. In education news, $371.5 million has been set aside this fiscal year to continue work to end the shift system in schools and address overcrowding in secondary institutions. The expenditure is outlined in the 2019-2020 estimates and falls under the Education Transformation Program. The funds will allow for the construction of additional classrooms at Pepin, Norman Manley, and Mount St. Joseph High Schools. Similar work is to take place at Exchange All-Age and Dias Infant, as well as the Spanish Town, Westwood, and Sydney Pagan High Schools. Government will be embarking on a pilot foster care project over the next year to place more children under state care in stable family settings. The For the Child foster care program is part of a 3-year program between the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA, and Family Life Ministries. Both entities signed a service agreement on Tuesday to solidify the partnership.
This collaboration will, I firmly believe, be the beginning of a significant move of children from residential or institutionalized or what we call state care facilities into homes with loving parents who will not just care for them emotionally, physically, financially, but care for them to ensure that their psychological needs are met.
There are close to 4,500 children in the care of the state. More than 900 of these children are in foster care placement, with over 800 foster parents. And finally, Gender Affairs Minister Olivia Grange is calling on private and public entities to employ more women and enable them to achieve their highest possible standard of living. The call was made by the minister during her 2019 International Women's Day message.
We're happy to report that more women are being employed as professionals, senior officials, and technicians. However, on this day of celebration, we also reflect on how much more we need to do. Increasing the number of women decision makers at the highest levels is essential for ensuring equality, raising the visibility of women's issues, and working towards solutions.
International Women's Day is marked annually on March 8 to celebrate the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women and girls. 2019's campaign theme, #Balance4Better, is a call to action to drive gender balance across the world. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.